Welcome back, Shopping Channel. Hey, this video is supposed to be me starting the tuning of the plates, front and back. Thicknessing them for sound, which I'm a rank beginner, so I'm still learning about that and techniques to do it as a beginner. I don't have all the fancy electronic equipment some people use, but that's okay. So a couple of things have changed. Before I get into the detail of what's going on here, a couple of things have changed since my last video. I converted this to a digital readout. Much easier to read, more accurate, probably more accurate. The thing is that the form factor of that dial indicator is exactly the same as the form factor of the dial indicator that came out of it. I could even unscrew the bottom of the post that had the pin that went into the slot so it could go up and down, and all I had to do is it turned a little bit further on the threads here, so I super glued that in place. CA glue for the win. So initially I had let's start with the bouts, the outside, the sides. I had them outside of this box, this container thing for a long time, and it took a bad shape. So I put it back in here, and I was going to use this as this template to hold it in place while I glued everything together at some point. But then I realized, when I found my clamps that a friend of mine gave me, these are violin makers, these Luthier clamps. Notice how they go around the different shapes and clamp it all together when you're putting the top and the bottom on the violin. Well, that wasn't going to work. What I discovered in my research, you need an inside holder like this, and it's glued to the blocks on the sides, and this holds everything in place while you go ahead and glue it down to the plate or glue the plate on. So I took this as my template, draw it onto this piece of wood. Okay, so good so far. And then I cut it out, I put the sides on this piece, and then hot glued it at the blocks, so I didn't have anything on the sides. Held it in place, and when I put the first plate up to it to check the sizing, it was completely wrong. It was not the right shape to fit on where it needed to fit on the plates. It was just all cattywampus. So then I realized that I have to make another one of these. Okay, probably make out of solid wood this time. Another one of these, and to get the shape correct, hopefully, I have taken. Hopefully, I can bring up. I'll just use my camera, my phone camera for this. So a little bit of phone camera stuff going on here. I took the back plate and I clamped the sides on, jockeying them around so they sit in the right place on the plate, leaving enough overhang outside of the sides. And should have had this all up and running, shouldn't I? Video! So, turn it on. So, you can see I have just enough of the plates exposed to give the right exposure. And I clamped it in place, like so. And that gives me the correct shape I need for the sides to mount to the plates correctly. So where do I go from here? Where I go from here is I'm going to take some wooden slats I cut out, and I'm going to hot glue these across end to end and across at the blocks. I'm going to use the blocks to do this. At the blocks, and here and here, to hopefully hold this in place in the right shape after I remove the clamps. So let's go ahead and I'll glue that up and we'll see how that works out. I put the long one on, and that's level with the top of the blocks. But since these two have to sit on top of this, I didn't want that to be sprung, so I put little blocks with CA glue on the bottoms of these, so they'll go and grab and lock onto the violin blocks and hold it in place. I'm hoping. So this is an experiment we're playing with together. So let me put these on, and then let them sit for a while, and I'll come back and pull it out of the clamps. Maybe some things should be left off camera, but no, it was a success. I removed it from the clamps and off of the back, and you can see what I was talking about here. I have little risers. Can you see them on camera? Little risers here, so that this does not press down on the first piece I put in, which is the long one. It doesn't put it in tension, and is holding exactly the way I want it. So I took a piece of I got this laminate, this glue up I buy from the big box store for doing projects and jigs, and I took this, clamped it on here, took my pencil and drew out the inside line of the binding, inner binding, and have this now. And I did try to fit it, and I made a few adjustments, but it seems to fit fairly well. Here we go. So that fits in there. I'm not going to cut out the slots like I had in here. So it fits in there, and now this is the shape that I need when I put the back on. Oops, yep, that's the front. Hey! Well, anyway, let's look at the front. Now I've got an even spacing just about all the way around the violin bouts or sides and the top plate. And the bottom plate's the same. There's very little difference between the top and bottom plate. So now what I want to do is I want to hot glue this in here. I've got it dead. I got it in the center, but just for a little added tension, I'm going to pull these bouts in just a wee bit, a little tighter. There we go. So now I'm going to go and set up the glue gun, and we'll glue these up, and then I'll take it apart, take the clamp off it, and then I can take off the little supports I put on there. Where's my hot glue gun? Oh, it's right over there. It shouldn't be over there. It should be over here. Nice and melted. So, here we go. I'm going to put this where I want it. So I'm doing it where the blocks are, and the sides of a violin are very thin. They're like 1.5 millimeters, but there's a block at the C-bouts and a block at either end. And that's hardwood, excuse me, softwood spruce. But it's what that block is for is to glue all the sides to, so that there's one last piece there. So you can glue all the sides to it, and they'll maintain their shape. And you put binding on the inside, which is already done in this one when I got it. You have binding on the inside, and the binding gives you a better surface area. Oops. Let me show this to you real quick while this is cooling. So the sides, you can see I got some things I got to fix here, but the sides are about 1.5 millimeters, and then there's binding on the inside. Can you see that? Here. And that gives you a greater surface area here for gluing the top and the bottom on. Top plate and bottom plate. So now I'm going to let these cool and do its thing. I know it's very quick, but I want them to be really hard. And then I'll take off the braces, and we can go on to the next step. This can sit in here from now on, and the next step is to really start tuning the plates. Like I said, you're going up this learning curve with me. I've never done anything like this before. I'm learning a lot from watching other people, but the pattern is the tough part. And you can pick patterns taken off of the great Cremona violin builders, Granari, Stradivari, all that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to go that detail because I don't know enough yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a very simple pattern and thin out the plates where they need to be to get better vibration. But just to let you know that the plates are 4 millimeters. All the way across, well, front to back, they're 4 millimeters. The tuning removal of wood takes it down to about 2.6 millimeters in places. And that's what we're going to do. And it's going to be not a huge video because this is going to take days to do for each plate. So there's going to be a little bit of snippets here and there of me doing it, and when I'm finished, I'll do the scraping and all that. So that's where we are. Next time we'll start tuning the plates, get the little tiny planes out. So until next time, make great things out of wood, man.